Hi, I'm James from Swine, based over here in Spitalfields, and we're generally considered one of the best bacon sandwiches in London. So first up, we put the bacon on. The bacon we use is an old-fashioned middle cut of bacon, which means you get the best of both worlds. It's the loin, which goes all the way around to the belly. So you get a beautiful meat content, as well as all the streaky, fatty goodness. Put that on a high heat and give it a good sprinkling of freshly chopped sage. And then we just leave that to caramelize and render down nicely. So the eggs we use are free-range Clarence Court duck eggs. We use duck eggs because we find them fuller in flavour, a much larger yolk. At your general supermarket, bacon is generally over-cured, also has a high water content, over-salty as well, whereas this is very minimally cured in salt and sugar. What you get with this is like a really clean flavour of bacon, as opposed to high salt and high sugar content. You've always got to seek out, obviously, like a nice, generally like an independent butcher's where they give a fuck about what they do, basically. The happier and the healthier the pig, the better pork it will produce. And that makes total sense because this bacon, we believe, is like the tastiest bacon. Obviously the small little Bellini pans, because it's actually symmetrical with the bun, so it's just nice. It keeps it all nice shaped. It also keeps off the any fat as well, which keeps it a nice, clean, eggy flavour. So we try and keep every flavour as clean as possible, so you get to taste everything. Every part has been considered, from the bread to the bacon to the egg to the butter, and we make our own homemade ketchups. The bread is our recipe. It's a milk and onion dough. The milk enriching the dough, making it a bit more luxurious, and then we use caramelized onion, tiny caramelized onion dough, which naturally flavors and sweetens the bread, instead of piling loads of salt and sugar in it, which is also what you'll get down in a supermarket. We actually slice the bread at a particular ratio of 40-60 in terms of 40% base and 60% top, as the bread is lighter on the top, and obviously where bread rises, it's ever going to be slightly so dense at the bottom. And that means you get a nice, beautiful consistency when you bite it into it. That gets lightly toasted every time, just to liven the bread up and make it beautiful. And then it gets spread with, what everybody seems to love at the Swine, is the homemade bacon flavoured butter. We go through quite a lot of the stuff. That is minced pork fat, rendered down really slowly, blitzed, then whipped into normal butter with some seasoning. Yeah, you have to butter, loads of butter, never enough butter. Like I say, we're not in a salad here, we're not trying to trim down on anything. We're trying to give you the best possible bacon sandwich experience. And I think the beauty of it is that it's such a humble dish, is that when you taste it, it makes you actually think a little bit, just hopefully how good it is. Basically showing how beautiful something so humble can be. And if you show it the same love that you show, a fillet steak or whatever, then you're going to get a fucking good result. We've got three ketchups we make here. The whole point was to, when you go into a cafe, they always say red or brown. We wanted it to be exactly the same as when you go for a bacon sandwich. We wanted to offer the same things, but we wanted to elevate everything you know about a bacon sandwich. Our red is a tomato and horseradish, not too spicy. The horseradish is there more for flavour. Our brown sauce, which is a favourite among our punters, is the mushroom ketchup. And then recently we've added another one, because every now and again people kept asking us for something a little bit spicy, so now we make a homemade chipotle ketchup. Good. Fucking good.
It's good.